Oh my God, what a day. Another loss, man. The Yankees have lost their sixth straight. Six straight. At least we scored, right? At least we scored. It's sad to say, man. We're cheering because we scored 2 runs on 3 hits. 3 freaking hits. Are you kidding me, man? What is going on with this team right now? What's happening, man? Huge error by freaking Volpe. Like, bro, I'm done with Volpe. I'm sorry. Now I've been backing the dude. I really have, man. I really tried, but it seems like, man, these errors come at the worst time with him. I can't with him no more. And then striking out to end the game. Like, the dude was like a good foot away from the ball. He missed the ball by hold on. I got a ruler here. He missed the ball by this much. Are you fucking kidding me? Excuse my language, man. This is ridiculous. 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 home runs. It's truly long ball or nothing. Long ball or nothing. This is man, I'm sorry. I've tried, man, and I'm trying to be patient, and I get it. You know, they keep telling us, hey, this is just, it's baseball. This is, you know, during the course of 162 games, this is going to happen. But my freaking goodness, how do you fall off the face of the earth like this? The offense is there is no offense. That's the whole point. When you get a start like that from Yarbrough and you lose, you have serious problems. 2 earned runs from Yarbrough. He pitched 5 and a third. 5 hits. Bro, 2 earned runs, dude. You gotta give him something, man. But at least we scored, right? It's crazy how we dropped the bar that low. We dropped the bar that low that we're just happy that we put one up on the box score. It's just crazy, guys. This is not good for a team to be able to just literally just bro, this team is finished, bro. Like, this is if you could get this cold, that's scary, man. That is scary that you can get this bad, that fast. And I get it as baseball. But my goodness, man, this is one we needed. And look, man, I've been defending Volpe. I've been defending him. Not no more, dude. I don't have Volpe's back no more. He's on his own, bro. I've disowned him. He is on his own. You cannot make errors like that. And my thing is, it's not the first time. This is, bro, I can name you a dozen times he made huge errors in big spots, man. I get it's just a regular season game, but my goodness, dude, come on, bro. That wasn't a hard play. It was more than routine, bro. That's a play you have to make, dude. You just have to. You bobble the ball and then you throw it away. I'm sorry, man. This team needs they need help right now. Let me say what's up to the chat real quick. I'm sorry, guys, man. I'm not doing good. I'm the type of fan, man, that I don't let it affect me personally, but when I see stuff like that, it really pisses me off, man. It really does. But at least we scored, right? That's gonna be the theme, right? At least we scored. We're turning the corner now, finally. 2 home runs. CT says, hey, oh shoot, well, I don't know what's going on with this thing. Anyway, what's up, CT? Let me turn this off. It's getting in the way of my shot, bro. Oh, my bad. Jacob says, Jason, Demon D, Volpe is Garbano. That dude is straight basura, bro. My man, I'm sorry, dude. I mean, we gotta call a spade. We gotta call a spade, man. Look, I'm not saying he's garbage though, because he's a decent player, MLB player, but he is not above average or anything. Like, to me, he's a bust. I'm gonna say it right now. At me if you want, man. He's a bust, man. Come on, that's a first round draft pick we talking about. A first round draft pick. If you look at his draft class, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up, his draft class, and we'll see. Yeah, we expect more than that. At least just make the plays when we need them, man. That's routine. It wasn't a hard play at all, bro. That's something that most of us in the chat right now will make. It wasn't a hard play. I'll make that play all day for sure. And that's not, and that it may sound crazy, right? But I'm making that play, bro. I'm better than that. I'm gonna make that play for sure. I don't know, man. Let's keep going. D-Train, what's good, my brother? Middle of June swoon does not get any easier. I don't even want to hear that June swoon stuff, man. If it could happen in June, it could happen in September, it could happen in October. If you could get this bad, this cold, talking about the bats, man. If they could go this cold, that's not good, man. That's not good. Because if it happens once, it could happen again. That's how I feel. They got me pissed off, man. They had me go to the gas station and freaking buy this shit because I need something to take the edge off before I lose my mind. Bro, these games are tough to watch, man. It's tough to watch. It's almost funny at this point. It's sad, bro. I'm laughing at the game. It's getting comical. Trent Grisham trying to lay down a bunt. Oh my goodness, bro. Are we freaking serious right now? I mean, I appreciate the effort. Finally, they listen to us, right? Just lay down the bunt. But I guess he's not the guy, bro. Maybe they're right, man. Maybe these guys really don't know how to bunt. Because he did not look like he knew what he was doing up there. And then Boone turned the bunt off, for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just, man. We got to manufacture runs. First and second, nobody out. What happens? Nothing happens. First and second, nobody out. We could even get the run of the third. It's a freaking joke, man. This is a reoccurring theme right now at this point. Like, I get it. Like, if it's one or two, man, this has been going on for quite some time right now. Quite some time, man. And I get it. People are going to say, well, we still in first, man. That I'm telling you right now, bro, not for long. If we keep playing like this, not for long. This is not normal, guys. This is not normal to get shut out for 30 innings or whatever it was, 30 plus innings. That's not normal. This is not good. Let's just be honest. Do I think they're better than? Of course they're better than this. They're gonna play better than this. But just knowing that they could get this bad makes me wonder. Like, okay, this team really needs something. They really need something, and hopefully the Yankees make that happen. The front office. Let me put up these standings real quick. All right. So as you can see in the ticker, I think the Rays won because right now we're only a game and a half up on the Rays. 2 games up on the Blue Jays, and we're gonna face them soon too. So let's see. D-Train says we are in desperate need of a third baseman and shortstop. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Despite everything I just said about Anthony Volpe, he is the best shortstop in our organization. Lombard Jr. is not ready. Okay, he's not ready. I looked at his stats earlier. He's doing okay, but he's striking out at not a terrible clip, but it's there, you know. He's not ready to be called up. So when you do think about it, he is the best shortstop we have in the Yankees organization. So I guess we're forced to play him, but it's not good, man. He's just not it. I get it, you know. You know, the hometown kid grew up. I love the story, and I like him personally. I think he's a great dude. You know, from what I've seen of him, it's awesome. Awesome family. But he's just not getting it done. He's just not getting it done. And it's not personal. It's business. This is business, bro. We need a better shortstop. Or step it up real soon. Real soon. CT says, can't wait to have you on Joe's channel tomorrow. Man, see, now that you put it out there, now I have to wake up. Yeah, I'll be there in the morning. I'll wake up. I've been working on some stuff. I'm gonna show you guys the new trivia. I'm not gonna do the trivia and the regular shows like this no more. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna do like a separate show just for trivia, but I want to test that out because I've been working on it and I have to test it to see how it functions. So we'll do that in a second. So stick around for that. Demon D says, yo, another loss. What a bummer. Exactly, bro. This team is wasted right now. Straight garbage. Man, the chat, I can't even catch up with these chats. And if he says folks need to stop talking about Lamar Jr., Jesus Rodriguez, etc., let these guys have, yeah, they're not ready. Jesus Rodriguez, I think he's ready. He, on the other hand, I think could get called up, and he probably should get called up. We should at least see him in the September call-ups. I think he's ready. Lamar Jr. though, man, come on, let's be serious. The guy's, he literally just graduated high school, and that's not a knock against him, because I think he's gonna be phenomenal, and he is great right now. But let's give him time, man. Let's not mess this up, right? Let's not mess this up like we've done so many times before. Let me. All right. Donnie Clark, what's up, brother? Me and Donnie was up late the other night on what's it, Jetstream. I forgot the name of the channel, but the dude is pretty cool. Another military vet, and we was up on his channel, man, just bullshitting, man. Jacob says, Jason, we getting close. We got this. Yeah, we right around the corner. We about to spin the block. Let's spin the block. Don't forget, bro, if you haven't liked the video, please like it. Helps the algorithm, helps me out. And I really appreciate it. And if Volpe is consistently inconsistent, it's sad, man, because I really like Volpe too. I really want him to work on it. And I'll be honest, he hasn't been completely terrible. And like I said before, he is the best shortstop we have. But my goodness, dude, man, you gotta make that play. You have to. You just have to. At least get one out. I get it, you bobbled the throw, but I mean, you bobbled the ball when you was fielding it, but you gotta make the throw at least. I would have gave him 2 errors right there. That was 2 errors in one. 2 for 1. Freaking discount today. It's just, man, it just came at the worst possible time. Worst possible time. Barbara Trujillo, she says, I think I say your name right. Sorry if I butchered it. Yankees have lost their focus. Not sure they can come back from this. I don't know. I hope so. They have to. They're better than this. Come on. They're better than this. They gotta be. And mind you, Judge he's slumping right now. But as soon as he turns it on, I fully expect the rest of the lineup to turn it on too. But if one person, right, and I get it, Judge is that person, he's that guy. But if your whole everything depends on one guy, man, then maybe we have bigger problems than we thought we have, man. Come on, because he's human too. He's gonna slump at some point. We all knew this. He couldn't, he was gonna hit a funk, but that's why we need the supporting cast to pick him up. When he's not hitting, we need the guys around him to pick him up and get the job done. But it makes it worse on him because now he feels like he has to do something. Like if he doesn't, this team ain't gonna win. And that's when you start seeing pressing. That's when you start seeing him chase stuff. That's when you start seeing like in October, like we saw him in October. Yeah, offensive Volpe's error lost the game. Hey man, shout out to y'all, bro, too. He pitched great, dude. I really have no problems with him. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of y'all, bro. I still feel like he should be a middle reliever. But the guy is getting the job done, and he's proved me wrong time and time again. So I huge shout out to y'all, bro. I mean, what more could you ask for? He did his job. This was not on him. It really wasn't. It's not on him. He did what he had to do. 3 hits, bro. I get it. At least we scored. But my goodness, 3 hits, 2 home runs. That was it. And 2 of those hits was Bellinger. It's crazy, man. It's just absolutely crazy. It's hard to believe that you can just fall from grace so fast like that. I'm telling you guys, man. 1.5 games up on against the Rays. Um, I still believe that the Yankees definitely have what it takes to make the postseason. But after seeing what we've seen the last few days, I don't know if they got what it takes to really go all the way. They don't have enough firepower coming back, right? Like when you see the Dodgers and they were slumping and they weren't playing, they weren't living up to the expectations. But you do know that they have all these guys about to come back at some point. We don't have that. We have Luis Hill, and that's it. Really, when you think about it, Luis Hill, and that's it. That's all. That's the only person we got coming back, and he ain't gonna save the day. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I really am, man. So Cashman better get on his. He better stand on his business and really make some moves. If not, it's sad to say, man. I don't look, and I'm a diehard fan. I just don't see it. I don't feel it. I don't see it. I don't think this team could do it. Could really go all the way like that. And Joe, what's up, Joe? Jason drinking his anger away. Yeah, man, it's sad when you got to get the gas station liquor. It's one of those nights. 2-1, and Boone told him to swing instead of bunt. Are you talking about Grisham? Yeah, I think he just felt like maybe, he showed bunt a couple times. The infield came in. Well, not the infield, but the corners came in. I don't know. It happens, It happened. At least he showed bunt, right? My bar, our bar went from here to right here. At least he showed bunt. YOLO, what's good, YOLO? You only live once, right? Donnie Clark, that ain't a rumor, that's a fact. DJ belongs on the bench. Rumor has it that there was no meeting. Yeah, that meeting never happened. I already knew that. That didn't even sound like something they would do. What's the biggest issue for the Yankees right now? The biggest issue, man, is that we need better bats, man. That's my biggest issue right now. Obviously, the offense, the pitching has actually been better than expected. I do think that the pitching needs reinforcement too, because there's no way they could sustain this. There's no way that they could sustain this, and that's the messed up part, right? That by the time the bats turn back on, right, by the time they finally get it going, then the pitching will start losing it, It's just one of those things, man. Donnie Clark. Ace, what's good? Ace, hold on, what's your... Let me ask your opinion. At what point does someone doesn't necessarily have to be Boone, but someone get fired? It all depends. I don't think they're gonna fire him, man. I really don't. What he got? Somebody in the chat, let me know what he has. Like another year after this year, or 2 more years. I think they penny pinching so bad, man. They won't even fire him, dude. And me personally, I don't blame Boone for everything, but he is in charge, right? And when you're in charge, you're ultimately responsible for the outcome of everything. So usually that's the first one to go. And trust me, dude, I've disliked Boone for a lot, but I don't know, like lately, maybe I'm getting old, right? I kind of look at him, man, and I think I'll try to put myself in his shoes. I mean, what are you gonna do? Start benching people, yelling at people? I mean, is that gonna really get them to hit better? I don't know, really. But I get the certain... Now, that's one thing, because that's what I hear a lot of fans saying. Now, the questionable decisions on the field, that's a fireable offense, right? Stuff like that. But the fact that he didn't bench a player, or you didn't like that he's not hard enough on somebody, to me, that's just him, I think it's worse to me, right? It's worse when you're, let's say you're a manager of a department store or whatever it is. You're in charge of some people. It's worse when you try to be something you're not, because then it's disingenuous. Like, it's not genuine, and people could read that. So if you're a player's manager, then be a player's manager. If you're a hard-nosed manager, old school, then be that, you know. But don't be a nice guy and then try to be a tough guy when you're not really tough, you know. Like, people see right through that. So, I mean, it's hard to say, really. But look, at the end of the day, these bats gotta wake up, right? You fire Boone right now and bring in Brad Osmus or whatever his name is. I can't even say Asmus. Nice Osmus. I'm just joking. You know who I'm talking about, right? The assistant manager. You put him in charge. Is that really gonna change anything? Like, think about it, really. Is it really gonna change anything? I don't know, man. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Congrats, 5K. I didn't want to celebrate it because I hit 5K. It's like somebody's trolling me. I'll get to 5K and then it'll go back to 4999. 4999. And then it goes back to 5K and then somebody unsubscribes. Then they'll subscribe and unsubscribe. And I'm like, man, you know what? When I get to like 5,025, then I'll be like, okay, we're here now. Let me see where we at. I don't even know where I'm at right now. So all day since yesterday, it's been 5K and then somebody unsubscribes, then 5K, somebody unsubscribes. Right now we have 501. So if you just tuning in for the first time, please hit the subscribe. And don't forget, man, I got the live stat chats for the for members. Members, all they got to do is press exclamation point and the player's name. For instance, I'll pull in Judge right now. And the stats. Hold on. And the stats will pull up. I think. Supposed to. Do I have this thing on? Let's try this thing again. Oh, I know what it is. I don't even have the right ticker going. I do have it. Hold on. You know what? Let's take a look at the new trivia. I'm going to display the trivia right now. It's just in beta. I just want to see if it works. And then I'm gonna try to do a weekly trivia show. But this is how it's going to look. Hold on. Let me reset this real quick. Reset scores. All right, let's go. Remember, A, B, C, or D in the chat. Which franchise was the first to collect 4 consecutive World Series? I'm going to go with the Yankees. A, B, C, or D in the chat. I'm testing this live because I've been working on this for the past few days. And I need to see if there's any bugs or anything. And the only way to really try it is live. The quicker you answer it, the more points you get. Yankees won 4 straight titles from 1936 to 1939. Yayo Velo, what's good, my guy? Never seen you in the chat. Yeah, it looks like it's working good. I the timing of the overlays disappearing ain't too good, but let me see what's going on with this dang chat, man. I mean the stats. It's like you fix one thing and it breaks another thing. All right, that's not good. My stat thing ain't working right now. Let me see. No, that's working. All right. New to the channel. What's good, Yayo? My man, Yayo. We gotta get you. You know what?
It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough.
Yeah, man. So yeah, the Yankees, we gotta do better, man. It's not looking good. Tomorrow we got Carlos Rodon going up against Anderson. Anderson is a 4.44 ERA. that really doesn't mean anything right now because we face guys. The past week or two, we face guys with 5 ERA, with an ERA of 5, and they come out here looking like freaking Whitey Ford or something, you know, just shutting us out. So, my man, Yayo, Manny, get the Yayo. You ever seen freaking Scarface? I probably said it wrong. Yeah, I probably said it wrong. But yeah, guys, I mean, look, this team, man, is not looking good for me. And maybe I'm just being negative. I'm being a Debbie Downer, negative Nancy, whatever you want to call it. I don't like what I see. I got a bad feeling about this team. And it's crazy because to start the season, I had a really good feeling. I had a great feeling. But little by little, you know, they start kind of showing their true colors. Oh, you know what? Singular live player stats. Oh, I'm sorry. I had this off. Let's put this to 30. All right. I think I fixed the thing. So yeah, the way I got it, Yayo, is in the chat. Well, you can't do it, but the members, all you got to do is put the exclamation point. Then you could put any player's name. Let me see if this works right here. Paul O'Neill, 1996, right? Hit enter. Let's go work. Damn it. It's not working. What in the world? I gotta go back and fix this. You see that when I added the trivia, I think I broke something on the other thing. But anyway, that's my problem, man. I gotta fix that. Yeah, let's look at you know what? Let's listen to Boone's post game, and then we'll, as I try to fix this on the background.
Aaron, what did you see on that grounder to Volpe in the 8th inning?
You know, hit sharp, obviously tailor-made. Looked like it hopped up a little bit. I haven't watched the replay of it yet, and just you know, obviously didn't handle the ball.
Grisham batting there with 2 on. Was the bunt taken off at 2-1?
Yeah, with 2-1, I took it off. Just with as aggressive they were playing, you're kind of know they're in a walk judge situation probably, but you know, was willing to live with that. And they were playing the bunt pretty aggressively there, so felt like a little bit of an open field there and was going to take our shot at that point once he was ahead in the count, especially with him struggling to throw strikes to the first 2 guys and Grish's ability to control the zone. I just felt like that was the way to go.
I know some of the home runs, they kind of broke the proverbial dam, but what did you see from your hitters' swing decisions tonight?
Yeah, we walked a few times, which was good.
Yeah, you know,
I felt like we got better swings
yesterday.
off tonight than last night. Like we hit some balls on the screws. I thought Giancarlo's off the bench was excellent. I thought Judgy got a really good swing off there. Just misses the ball off Brogdon there, you know, after the first and second situation. So I felt like we had some better swings and started, even though we didn't walk a ton initially off the starter, you know, we was throwing a lot of pitches out of the zone. I felt like we were laying off that. So I felt like we moved the needle in that regard tonight, and now we just gotta break through now, like we're capable of offensively.
Dan.
Or just with some of the...
Oh, I thought that dude said damn. Oh man. You know, Boone always make it seem like it's not as bad as it really is. I guess that's his job, right? I feel for the dude because it's like, what do you do, man? You know, one thing I do, right? My whole thing, right? You put Dominguez to lead off yesterday. Why not put him to lead off today too? You know what I mean? Why not? It don't make no sense. Like, why you just put him one day? How, like, if you're gonna give him a shot at leadoff to see if he could do it, if he could be the leadoff, then give him like a good week, at least a week or 2 up there. See what he can do. But appreciate it, man. But you just put him up there. One day he's batting leadoff, the next day he's batting 8th. It just, I mean, it don't make no sense to me. I don't like Grisham at leadoff anymore. To be honest, I don't. I think Dominguez would be the perfect leadoff. And it might not work out, but you won't find out until you put him in there. And you can't do it for one game. You got to do it for at least a good week or two. See what he can do. Yolo says, started watching Jesus Rodriguez video. Got to call him up. Simple approach, utility guy. Yeah, man. The dude is ready. He's ready. If anybody's ready, it's Jesus Rodriguez. But, I mean, where do you put him? I'd bring him up. Give him a chance. He could play third base, too. He could catch. Why not? At this point, man, what do you got to lose? And I get it's not the end of the world, right? We're still in first. But, man, we slipping, bro. We slipping, and we slipping hard, bro. It is crazy. I'm trying to figure out why this thing ain't working. I'm gonna have to. That means I ain't gonna sleep tonight fixing this. There it is. Why was it being so buggy? Yeah, but Carlos Rodon, his ERA is 3.01. It's back over 3. He had a tough outing versus Boston last what was it, last week? And he pitched well, but the same thing, you know, he gave up that big home run to he gave up a big home run to Navarez. I think that's what he said his name. I can't remember. My bad, guys. I'm feeling a little tipsy right now. He gave up that big 3-run bomb, and that kind of pushed his ERA up there. But as you can see, the matchups against the Yankees versus this guy Anderson, Bellinger has 2 home runs against the dude. Hold on, Bellinger has 2 home runs against Anderson, even though he's batting 160 and 25 at bats. So those are probably the only 2 hits he got against them. Jazz Chisholm, 7 at bats, 1 home run. And besides that, everybody else, nobody really has good numbers against him. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me put this thing away. I don't know why the thing is not disappearing. So besides probably Goldschmidt, who has 18 at-bats against him, no home runs, batting 333 against him. Nobody else has really good numbers against this guy. So I hope that's not a sign of what's to come. I really don't. Because if not, we're going to be in for a long day tomorrow too. Super long day. Volpe is dookie, bro. Volpe, yeah, I'm done with Volpe, man. I've been defending him all year. I do think you still got to play him though, because who else you gonna play, right? But I'd be looking to move this guy. I'd be looking to move him or something. Or if a shortstop becomes available that's better than him. Bro, when I look at Volpe and then I look at that guy Zach Neto from the Angels, and I'm like, damn, dude, why can't you be like him? And I know comparison is the killer of all joy, but it's hard not to see this kid on the Angels balling his ass off at shortstop, and then you look at Volpe and you're like, come on, dude, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? I'll give up Volpe for Jesus Rodriguez. The thing is that Jesus Rodriguez doesn't play shortstop. That's the problem. That's why I said, as much as we don't like, as much as we're upset with Volpe and some people don't like him, and yeah, he's not as good as we thought, as we hoped he would be, he still is the best shortstop we have. So therefore, he's going to play every day. 3 hits, 2 of which are solo home runs. That was it. The pitching ain't the issue. This team was averaging nearly 5 runs a game, offensive wise, and now it's struggling. Yeah, but you know what? We beat up on a lot of teams that really weren't that great, man. And we have beaten some good teams too, but I don't know, lately. I think early in the season, a lot of guys had stepped up and were playing way above their head. Guys like Grisham, Ben Rice, even Will Warren. A lot of people, they were playing way above their head, right? And now that they're kind of falling back to their mean, so to speak, their average, like who they really are, now we're in trouble. Because before the season started, that was the big question. is the offense, right? Before the season started, we looked at on paper. We said, man, this offense ain't it. We need a third baseman. We need some firepower. We need a right-handed bat. We need this. We need that. And but then we had guys step up. So it was like, okay, you know, all that went away. But now that people are going back to who they really are, it's kind of like, those questions start coming up again. Hear me out. If Peraza starts hitting out of nowhere, do you think they start giving him more chances? I don't think so, because this is just me, right? This is my opinion. I don't think the Yankees are high on Peraza. I don't think they like him that much. I don't think so. They're not gonna give him the starting role over Volpe. Not happening, bro. He would have to start balling out of control. I mean, this dude would literally have to turn into freaking, I don't know. He would have to turn into a freaking monster before they give him the starting position. That's just me. Have Jazz play short? Man, I'm good on that. I think Jazz should be at second. That's where he needs to be. I'm sure he can handle short the same way he handles third. But in certain situations, the inexperience at those positions, it shows. You start seeing it like, damn, you know, yeah, he's not a third baseman. He's still learning the position. Just put him where he belongs, man. Because DJ, I'll be honest, look, and I know people are gonna disagree. DJ, he's like, if the ball is hit right at him, he's making it. But then Paul says left and right. Whenever he has to move laterally, you can tell, man, my man got old man hips. And that's not a knock against him or any old people, man, because I'm pretty old myself. But so I know how it feels. He got the old man hips. He's like half a second late, you know, to his left and right. And he be missing those balls. Damn, my freaking headphones are falling. He be missing them. You know what? Let's listen to Volpe. Let's see what Volpe got to say.
Anthony, where did you feel the execution on that ground ball went wrong for you in the 8th inning?
I mean, right off the bat, I got to be aggressive. Go get the ball, make the play. I mean, as far as that, that's all it is. It's the first read off the bat.
How would you assess some of you and your teammates, their swing decisions over this stretch here?
I got to take a look at it. I mean,
hold on, we got an Angel fan, amateur hour producer, I'm assuming. Angel fan here. I think Volpe will improve over time as he matures. Do you think the hype impacted him? Look, I gave Volpe 3 years. This is his 3rd season. I'm done defending him. All right. I've said this. We've been saying the same thing every year. I think he'll improve. He'll improve. And he really hasn't improved. Maybe a little bit. From here on out, I'm starting like I can't give him that same treatment that I'll give a rookie, right? Like a Jason Dominguez. I'm like, look, man, the kid this is his first full season. Like, let's relax, okay? Who else? Maybe JC Escara. It's like, dude, the dude's a rookie. Like, you know, he's a rookie, man. You get a pass for certain things. You get a small pass. You get like one get out of jail card, right? That you get to use. Volpe, we gave him a whole deck of them. We gave him a whole deck of get out of jail cards, and he's run out of them. With me, anyway, he's run out. So from here on out, he needs to be his feet need to be put to the fire, just like everybody else. You're 3 years in, guy. Maybe this is just who you are, and that's okay. That's okay, but you still got to make that routine ground ball. That you got to make that, man. Any Major League Baseball player, you know, is making that. You know, there's a ton of people in the minors that make that 999 times out of 1,000. And it seems like every time, this is somebody who watches every Yankee game almost. It seems like those errors come at the worst time. I don't know what it is. It's like he seems to do it because his defense is great. And even today, he made some great plays. But it's like the one that you really need, the one that you really, really need, he'll botch it.
I know I could do better. Everyone holds themselves to really high standards, and we know we're not getting the job done. So we're going to keep, like I said, working and holding each other to that, and I'm going to hold myself to that. So, we're just not performing and not doing those type of things. I mean, you can control swing decisions, so you got to be better.
Yeah, some guys talked about pressing yesterday.
Talk about the
Do you feel
error.
like that remained the case today, and can also that seep into other parts of the game, defense, execution, things like that?
I mean, you don't feel pressing. We're just going out there every day, playing like opening day, and have each other's back. So, I mean, I messed up, and Tim, you had my back. You got out of it, and we had opportunities to come through and win. So every day's a new day, and we're not going to let what happened today. After it's done, you take what you can from it, good and the bad, and then tomorrow's a new day. So that's the best part of the game.
You know, it's the tough thing, man, that it's hard for me to hate on him because I really do like Volpe. I do personally. And I mean, he ain't a kid, right? But I'm 40 years old. When I look at someone like him, and I'm like, man, and you're right, like there is a lot of room for improvement. But man, I'm right now, for me right now, I'm in the mode of what have you done for me lately? That's my mode this year. What have you done for me lately? And I'm gonna keep that motto the whole year, because look, when I look at Judge, man, and this is a guy who idolized Don Mattingly and Derek Jeter, but Don Mattingly is the reason why I'm a huge Yankee fan. I have his autographed jersey right here. And he never got to win. And I see it kind of happening with Judge. Like, I feel like that window's getting tighter and tighter. And then it's going to come to a point where he's not going to play no more, And he might never get that ring that he deserves. He really deserves it. Granted, he hasn't played great in the postseason, so that's a knock on him, but he still deserves it to me. Man, I'm gonna have to fix this damn. Oh, I see what's going on. All right, it should be working now. I think I fixed it. Let me put this away. Bring Donnie Baseball to manage, and hopefully he can get that World Series ring. I think Don Mattingly is almost at a point where he's not gonna be doing any baseball soon, man. He's getting a little older. Maybe, and I don't know if really, I think if you bring Don Mattingly, right, does it really make a difference? A lot of this is roster construction, maybe a little bit of managing and coaching and stuff. My thing, look, this team, right, the Yankees, yeah, we're going through a rough patch. Do I think that this what we're watching right now is? Do I think that that's what this team is? I don't. I think this team is much better than that. I think this team is good enough, and they will take the division eventually. I do think that, right? But I don't think they have what it takes to really go all the way. I think that a team like the Tigers could really do damage. I think a team like the Astros, it sounds as crazy as it sounds, right? We forgot all about them. But for some reason, whenever we play them in the postseason, we just can't get it done. No matter who's on that team, it doesn't matter. And just things like that. That's what I think. This team was supposed to be better than last year. And in a lot of ways it is. Or so we thought, but the last 2 weeks we've been playing a lot more like the 2024 Yankees than I'd like to see, to me personally. In the words of Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? Ooh. You know what that reminds me of? Sister Act. Have you ever seen Sister Act 2? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, I'm that old. His average is too low for sure. Yeah, that's kind of normal though right now. That is kind of normal. Dev Fitch, I think Donnie Baseball is old school. Man, you don't understand. Don Mattingly was the man, bro. He was He's the reason why I started liking the Yankees. And I really didn't understand baseball. I was really young, but and then he 1995 in 1995 is when I really truly really fell in love with this team. And I was heartbroken when we lost to the Mariners. I'll never forget it. It was like we had a 2-game lead in the division series going to Seattle in the what was the name of their stadium? It was the Dome, not the Seattle Dome. I can't remember. Anyway, and we lost 3 straight over there. And I was heartbroken. And that was the last time we saw Don Mattingly play. And that was the only time he ever played in the postseason. And my man, he performed. And he didn't get it. He had a bad back or whatever. I still think he could have played more. But anyway, and then after that, we all know what happens, right? Derek Jeter comes. I fall in love with Derek Jeter. He becomes my favorite player. And the Yankees go on a freaking run, man. Then the dynasty begins. And the rest is history. But those days are long gone, man. This ain't the same franchise. This ain't the same organization. Yeah, I guess the logo's the same. The jerseys are the same for the most part. They say it's championship or bust. But is it really, That's just me. Don ain't coaching the Yanks. We need to forget about that idea. Yeah, Sally. Yeah. I think you're right. Andrew, take care, man. I got you, brother. I did not forget about you, Andrew. I got you. Tomorrow I'm off for work, so I'll have time to go and go to UPS and send that to you. YOLO. You know what? I forgot all about the trivia. Let's get into this a few more trivias. I just want to see. There's only 4 more questions. We'll do them back to back if you want. I just need to make sure that it finalizes everything properly. Which MLB pitcher threw back-to-back no-hitters in 1938? Remember, A, B, C, or D in the chat. Yeah, the Kingdom. You're right, YOLO. I'm going to go with, I don't know. I'm going to go with Bob Feller. No, Lefty Grove, I guess. This is a hard one. Where's Real Bill when you need him? I feel like it's too long, right? The kind of Johnny Vandermeer. That sounds so bogus. I'm still in first by 2 points. By 2 points. We'll do another one right away. I want to make sure, but at least I see that it's getting everybody's avatar, everybody's profile picture. That was my biggest concern. Who was the first player in MLB history to reach 600 home runs and 3,000 hits? I don't know this one either. I'm going to say Hank Aaron or Willie Mays. I picked D too. Hank Aaron was the first to reach both milestones. I still hear the ticker. Why is that? Okay. I appreciate you, YOLO, man. Let me just I'm gonna just run through this. That way I know what to fix. I have it log in some stuff that I could go through later and check, make sure everything's working correctly. Who was the first MLB player to have his jersey number retired across all teams? Oh, this is easy. This one's easy. I ain't gonna tell you though. You're gonna see in the chat though. So the quicker you answer it, the more points you get. That's how this works. And the percentage, you see 100%, that shows the percentage of people who chose that answer. So since it's only me and you both chose C, so it's 100%. Damn, you took the lead by 1 point. Ooh, it's getting good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a whole new show with just Just trivia. It's gonna be a whole new trivia show. What is Babe Ruth, the candy bar? That's a good question right there. All right, how many questions? All right, this should be the last one, I think. Yep. Which MLB stadium features a working train that moves along the outfield track? Oh, I know this one. Hold on. It's not called that anymore, but oh, where's YOLO? I got you, YOLO. You done. I got it before you. But I'm kind of cheating because I do see the question about like 3 seconds before you do. So I'll give it to you. Jason, you're the man. This is also an idea. Trivia show would be a great way to bring us all together. Wonderful job. You like it, CT? Man, I didn't sleep since I mentioned this to you. I haven't really slept much. I've been working on this all night and then going to work. Yep. Let me see over here. I think that's the end of the game. Oh no, Sean. Which franchise was the first? Okay, yeah. We'll just let this finish. Yeah, it ended. I see something I gotta fix already. But I'll go here. Let me take this off. It should say final score and then show the winners and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how it's gonna look. That's how it's gonna look. Besides that, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Make sure you tune into NY Yankee Mania in the morning. I'm gonna be on his morning show tomorrow morning. I apologize for all this testing and stuff. I needed to do it to make this thing work. And we're gonna make it better than it is right now. Besides that, I appreciate you guys. Have a blessed night. Let's go Yankees. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully we win, man. 6 straight losses. Let's just one game at a time. One game at a time. Besides that, man, I appreciate you guys, man. CT, thank you. I'll see you in the morning. Make sure you text me. If I'm not up, text me so I wake up. Because I will sleep through it. All right, guys. Have a blessed one. Peace.